Scott Steinberg presents Make Change Work for You. 10 Strategies for Future-Proofing Yourself, Embracing Innovation, and Thriving Amid Uncertainty. Fear, an effective weapon against danger, plays a significant role in our lives. Typically, our greatest fears revolve around snakes, spiders, heights, and other potentially life-threatening entities. These fears serve as protective barriers, preventing us from getting too close and sustaining harm. However, while fear ensures our survival, it can also hinder our progress. How? By restraining us from exploring the unfamiliar or attempting new experiences. Regrettably, to thrive in the ever-changing modern world, we must continually step beyond our comfort zones to adapt. Allowing our fear of the unknown to dominate will only lead to stagnation and discontent. So, how can we overcome these innate fears? This video holds the answer. Chapter 1. Ensure your emotions don't impede your progress. Approach problem-solving confidently and logically. Imagine you're in a crucial meeting with a significant client, but they express dissatisfaction with your product and wish to terminate the contract immediately. What do? Panic and desperately plead for them to reconsider, or resign yourself to losing the business. In fact, you have another option. Instead of allowing your emotions to dictate your actions, you can address problems in a rational manner using the FAIR, or FEAR method. This method involves focusing on the issue at hand, thoroughly examining it, and then engaging and responding appropriately. Ask yourself, how genuinely threatening is this problem? Has anyone on your team faced a similar challenge before? Is it possible to enhance your product or service to meet the client's expectations? Alternatively, might it be better to part ways with this client and seek new opportunities? How have you resolved similar situations in the past? Once you have adequately prepared, it's time to devise an action plan. Analyze the necessary resources and steps required to achieve your objectives. For instance, consider developing innovative technologies that set you apart from other service providers. As you begin implementing your action plan, remember to evaluate the outcomes and react accordingly. Continuously assess the results of your plan. Are they satisfactory? If not, identify the underlying issues and learn from any mistakes made. If your plan successfully delights the customer, that's fantastic. However, if not, what additional measures can you take to retain their loyalty? Once you have assessed the weaknesses of your plan, it's time to refine it until the problem is resolved. By effectively distinguishing between opportunities and risks, the FEAR model enables you to objectively evaluate emotionally charged situations and achieve optimal outcomes. Chapter 2. Courage is demonstrated by individuals who are willing to take calculated risks despite experiencing fear and anxiety. Certain individuals appear to take risks effortlessly, without a trace of insecurity. But how do they accomplish this? Courage is not an innate trait. Rather, it is a skill that can be acquired. Having courage does not imply the absence of fear. It means being practical and realistic. Courageous individuals meticulously assess risks before taking action. They also learn from their mistakes and continually adjust their approach to make it more effective and less risky. Repeatedly undergoing this process builds resilience, enabling individuals to transform adversity into constructive feedback. Psychology professor Martin Seligman succinctly explained this concept in Harvard Business Review. Consider the case of Douglas and Walter, both of whom lost their jobs. Douglas, displaying courage, views his situation as a temporary setback. He analyzes his past errors, explores viable job opportunities, and swiftly finds a new position. In contrast, Walter is consumed by fear. Consequently, he blames himself for his predicament and falls into a state of depression, unable to move forward. To avoid a fate like Walter's, it is crucial to cultivate courage by taking small risks. Willpower, the driving force behind courage, is comparable to a muscle. By exercising your willpower, you strengthen it and increase your tolerance for risks. Practically, this entails seeking new opportunities at work and engaging in projects that challenge and expand your capabilities. As you overcome these minor obstacles and learn from your experiences, you simultaneously prepare yourself for more significant and demanding challenges in the future. Therefore, the next time you encounter an opportunity, carefully evaluate the associated risks and seize the chance. Even if the outcome is unfavorable, you can take solace in the fact that you have gained valuable insights from the experience. Chapter 3. Fundamentally, your fears are nothing more than opportunities to gather feedback. Fear possesses a destructive nature, diverting our attention from goals and constructing barriers that hinder our choices. To surmount these obstacles, it is necessary to practice mindfulness. This entails recognizing moments of discomfort or anxiety and taking a moment to pause and evaluate the situation. Once you acknowledge your fears for what they truly are, their power over you diminishes. You can then objectively address them and commence working on solutions. For instance, when experiencing heightened anxiety before a significant presentation, take the time to analyze the underlying reasons. Is it due to a discomfort with public speaking? If so, you have an opportunity to practice your presentation with a friend. If uncertainty arises regarding the accuracy of the information presented, seek feedback from colleagues to ensure the correctness of your work. By adopting this approach, you effectively transform your worries into valuable sources of feedback. In essence, your fears become tools for learning. Indeed, fear also holds a positive aspect by heightening our alertness and receptiveness to potential signals of change in crucial domains such as markets, customers, relationships, and more. Consequently, fear prompts us to consider potential problems before they arise, offering an opportunity to mentally prepare for upcoming challenges and devise creative solutions. For instance, artists who face irregular income streams consistently grapple with concerns about their financial stability. Consequently, they must rely on their creativity to deliver what their audience desires. This necessity for innovation has driven bands to not only produce music but also manage record labels, develop apps, and create videos. Embrace your fears for what they are: normal responses to stressful situations that can serve as both learning tools and sources of motivation. Chapter 4. Harness anxiety as a catalyst for constructing a self-assessment framework to facilitate better decision-making. Fear manifests in various forms, including paranoia, the apprehension of being outperformed and outmaneuvered by competitors. Similar to the fear of failure, paranoia can be transformed into signals that aid in evaluating one's situation. Begin by analyzing whether competitors genuinely pose a tangible threat and under what circumstances. Pose challenging questions to yourself to gain clarity. What would happen to your company if economic conditions shifted, new technologies emerged, or a competitor lowered prices? If the answers to these questions evoke discomfort, devise strategies to address potential issues and develop contingency plans. Avoid falling into a state of complacency by never allowing yourself to feel too secure. Safeguard against this pitfall by adopting the approach of legendary skateboarder Tony Hawk. As he aged, Hawk recognized that his athletic career would not last indefinitely. There were always emerging skateboarders eager to claim a share of the market. Consequently, he diversified his business interests, remaining relevant by creating his own brand of clothing and sports equipment while endorsing a video game series. With a self-assessment system in place, your mind becomes attuned to innovation, consistently striving to remain ahead of the competition. This mindset serves as the driving force behind successful businesses, enabling them to anticipate problems well in advance, address them before they become unmanageable, and cultivate growth opportunities. Procter & Gamble, P&G, exemplifies this approach by continually enhancing its disposable Pampers diapers. Recognizing that competitors are closely monitoring its actions, P&G continuously introduces new improvements, such as leak-proof waste shields, to exert a lasting impact on the market. Chapter 5. Pursuing your long-term goal necessitates engaging in well-assessed risks. As we have observed, failure serves as a valuable learning experience for future endeavors. However, this learning holds no significance if you lack the determination to follow through with your goals. Sustaining interest in a long-term objective and maintaining consistent effort require grit, which demands a great degree of self-control. To achieve your goal, it is crucial to formulate a robust plan encompassing all the necessary steps. However, you must also possess the persistence to see your plan through, refusing to give up and remaining open to minor adjustments along the way. Grit plays a vital role in determining your success. Psychologist Angela Lee Duckworth's 6-month study involving West Point cadets, college undergraduates, working adults, and Scripps National Spelling Bee contestants revealed that persistence and perseverance outweigh IQ or GPA in determining success. Nevertheless, having grit does not mean confronting every obstacle head-on without caution. It is essential to ensure that your actions do not pose long-term harm. Instead, you should take calculated risks that push your limits without overextending yourself beyond your capabilities and qualifications. Assessing potential losses against potential gains becomes crucial. Only then can you discern which opportunities are worth pursuing and which ones carry excessive risk. For instance, professional poker player and app maker Phil Gordon always has 2 experts test his apps before releasing them to the market. While this approach may incur additional costs, the feedback he receives helps him determine whether the apps are truly worth making available to the world. Embracing a daring mindset does not imply freedom from concerns. Rather, it entails objectively scrutinizing challenges and making informed decisions when placing your bets. Chapter 6. Experimentation and improvisation are essential components of successful businesses. Amidst the search for a magical formula for success, we often overlook a simple truth. The key lies in trying, learning, and persisting despite uncertainties and anxieties until we achieve our goals. Given enough attempts and time, we are bound to stumble upon successful innovations. This necessitates dedicating time to tinkering and experimenting with ideas, even if it means experiencing failures along the way. Failure and experimentation go hand in hand. The more we experiment, the more failures guide us towards successful solutions. This often requires a shift in mindset, recognizing that our careers or organizations are constant works in progress. Embracing this perspective allows us the flexibility to adjust course when necessary and fosters an attitude that embraces change. It is this very principle that compels companies to release beta versions of their products, allowing the public to test and scrutinize them, thereby identifying and resolving issues promptly. This open-minded approach to development ultimately saves substantial resources in the long run. When unexpected challenges arise, the ability to improvise becomes crucial. It doesn't require genius but rather ingenuity. Being skilled at improvisation holds greater value than intelligence when making swift decisions. Today's younger generation is becoming adept at this way of thinking. The business world is undergoing a generational shift as a new cohort of young professionals enters the workforce, equipped with the talent to adapt to diverse circumstances, make quick decisions, and think outside the box when necessary. Chapter 7. Recognizing and capitalizing on opportunities is vital for maintaining relevance. Even if your business is currently successful and relevant, there is no guarantee it will remain that way. In today's dynamic markets, relevance is not a fixed quality but rather a condition that requires continuous adaptation to stay valuable to customers. The key to sustaining relevance lies in constant reinvention. To effectively spot and seize opportunities, you must be open to change and willing to adapt. Developing expertise in reinvention involves acquiring new skills and staying informed about market trends. In the business world, a qualification earned from a few months of evening classes can sometimes hold more value than a PhD. Such a qualification highlights your willingness to embrace new challenges and your ability to learn quickly. Workers and managers who fail to keep up with changing market trends will see the quality of their work decline, and their skills and qualifications become outdated. This imperative applies to companies as well. They must continually seek out opportunities to gain a competitive advantage, whether through innovative products, processes, or strategies. Large enterprises, in particular, may face challenges in adapting to change due to their organizational structures. However, even small adjustments like regular brainstorming meetings can help steer them in the right direction. Embracing change is not always easy, but it is essential for fostering innovation and ensuring long-term success. Rather than adhering to the mantra of, "If it ain't broke, don't fix it," businesses must be proactive in seeking opportunities and taking calculated risks before things start to deteriorate. Failure to do so puts them at risk of falling behind in a rapidly evolving landscape. Scott Steinberg's book, Make Change Work for You, emphasizes the importance of staying vigilant for opportunities and being prepared to take calculated risks before it becomes necessary to fix problems. Embracing change and continuously seeking new opportunities is the key to thriving in today's business environment and avoiding obsolescence. Please subscribe, like and leave us a comment, as we always appreciate your feedback. Hope to see you again in the next one on this channel.